Hi, everyone.
Hi.
We wanted to address some things that have come to light recently. We are the two Nosy Meerkats.
Of the Two Nosy Meerkats podcast.
Yeah, a lot of people close to me have said that I'm not allowed to talk about ending the podcast. They didn't say I couldn't sing about ending the podcast. And it's important as fans that you all know
That
Ned Fulmer will no longer be working with our podcast. And neither will we. All aboard the toxic podcast train. Mustard on the beat.
he's really wrecked a lot of the trust that we have felt as a team here on the podcast. And it has come to light after a lot of exploration, a lot of field studies, meteorologists got involved because this climate is a social climate as well. Think about that.
Ned Fulmer has been having sex with his own wife.
Which we don't agree with.
Yeah. All aboard the toxic podcast train. But we are seriously ending the podcast. And we're very grateful for your support over these years.
And Ned Fulmer being okay for most of it.
You realize, well, we've said everything there's been to say. And I'm sorry we did it. But I'm grateful for nothing.
Sucking dick and and you did it on my podcast. Also dick and how do you find time for both? Really? You're a multitasker and a bad friend.
On the toxic podcast train. Thank you all.
Nosy Meerkats.
Hey guys.
Hello, and welcome to Two Nosy Meerkats. My name is Aran Abilock Clemmons, and I'm joined today by two very special guests that some people have called gay, straight, bi, trans, worm. Please
And Gabby.
and Gabby. Please give a very warm welcome to my special guests, Lucas Arnold and Gabby Jordan Brown.
Hey guys.
Hi, it's an honor to be here.
Really happy to be here. How
Thank
are you,
you.
Aaron?
Good. That was pretty much all of that I had planned. So we can move on from that now.
Thank you.
Of course. This is the final podcast.
Yeah, it's crazy to have you announce that. Do you want to say anything else about? No,
No, I kind of don't.
No, I want to
kinda
keep it
don't.
in. What else do you want to say about it?
Go
Why
on.
do you think we're
Well,
ending
no,
the podcast?
Just what else is going on in your day?
In my day?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to see later on what I spent the large majority of my day on.
Okay.
But I also had a rehearsal for my sketch team. And what did you
Ooh.
guys get up to today other than not
That's amazing.
protesting?
Very lucrative.
Lucrative, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I had plans to vote early today, and this sort of took more time than I intended. But I still wanted, even though I didn't get to do it today, I obviously intend to vote, and I wanted to make sure. I said, if you live in New York,
Wow. I voted
Vote.
early. It's nice to know one of us cares.
did you vote today?
I did.
For Cuomo.
And who did you vote for, Lucas? Would you like to state your endorsements?
As a proud Italian American.
It's rank choice. He put Cuomo on all five.
Yeah.
And he said,
I wrote in Luigi.
that's right. Luigi, not Mangione.
No, Mangione. I
the
wrote
little
him
brother?
in. Everybody's writing him in.
I didn't vote yet. But
Do you plan to?
yeah. What do you think?
Who are you voting for?
I'm gonna vote for whoever's watching.
Well, since you both asked me to host the show, can I ask you a series of questions
You
about
may.
the
Sure.
podcast?
Sure.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for having me back.
We believe you're the
Thank you for having us back.
You're
Oh,
the
of course,
you're
of
the
course.
person who's been on Two Nosy
Yes,
Meerkats the
yes.
most times.
Back by zero demand, or I don't know, two demand. Back by the demand of two people.
See, you came back because of rank choice.
Yes.
We put Zoran first.
I beat Zoran.
We put you fourth over Zelnor.
and
That-
Brad Lander.
Since you bring that up, one question I wanted to ask you guys.
Oh.
Now that, as I've said, as it's wrapping up, I would like to list a number of people, and you can tell me whether or not you regret never having them as podcast guests.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Fine.
Would you like me to read the options I have here, or based on that react? No, you know
How?
what?
Okay,
I'm not
how-
going to say our peers.
How inside baseball is this?
No, I was thinking this was gonna be really inside baseball.
No,
I'm like,
no,
okay.
That was not the
All
point.
right, go on.
Go on.
Hillary Clinton.
I really regret not having her
I
on.
regret that so much.
She asked a number of times, actually.
Yeah.
She would always come up
course.
to me
I
at
would
mics.
love to do a drinking game with her. I feel like she'd be a tank.
She... Not a tank.
I agree. I feel like she's probably had to drink a lot to endure her life.
Yeah, it's true. As
Yeah.
a lesbian myself, I can tell you that that's the case.
I mean, her whole brand now is what happened. You know?
Nobody knows.
That's her whole deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just like,
Is being like,
well,
that was crazy.
Yeah.
I lost.
Much like a fellow woman to be confused.
Damn. Okay.
Speak, sis.
Sorry, I've had a one Dunkin' Donuts energy drink. Do you know about these?
No, what is it?
They're not coffee. Nobody knows what they are. They're electrolytes and caffeine, and it kind of tastes like cough syrup if it's slapped. I am becoming someone. I don't even know who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Okay, who else should we
Who
have
are you?
had
This
on our
is
podcast?
electric.
Well, you know, this was just to give you guys a chance to endorse if you so choose. I did mention Zoran Mamdani. Do you regret not having him on? You know, he's done a lot of comedy adjacent things.
Has he really?
He's performed at Caveat several times.
Has he done Union Hall?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I think he's done Bell House.
Oh, he has done Bell House.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would bring back the podcast.
That's
to
not
have
really a
him on.
funny one. I don't know why taking that. Did you guys have your parents on the podcast?
No.
No, we were supposed to.
That's
one day.
what I thought, because I also said.
And then I think my
mentioned
mom
your
got
parents.
COVID or
Do
something.
you regret not having your parents on the podcast?
No.
No, in retrospect, it was a really good idea.
Yeah.
They didn't go on the podcast.
Okay. Fellow LaGuardia alum Azalea Banks.
Really regret not having her
Yeah.
on.
Particularly as a LaGuardia alum, I regret that.
Yeah.
Okay. You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Who knew that Lucas had the talent?
I didn't mean myself as a LaGuardia alum. I
Oh.
mean her being a LaGuardia alum. It sucks that we didn't get her on.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love LaGuardia alums.
Yeah.
And Gabby.
I just would have wanted Azalea Banks on because she really says what she's thinking. And I like what she's thinking.
She does.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed her Twitter.
I like when she called, what did she call the Irish?
Good people,
Good
I hope.
Good, awesome people. Yeah.
Okay.
She got banned from an Aer Lingus flight.
Oh, really?
Wow. What did
Yeah.
she say?
Yeah,
Do
what
you
did
have
she
any
do?
idea?
She said, let me fly it. That's not what she said. I don't remember. I'll look it up later.
She should go on the rehearsal.
Jamie, pull that up.
I feel like we have to bring the energy up. I feel like this has to be momentous.
Yeah.
Okay, two more people.
Okay.
Every gay person ever.
No.
Okay.
I didn't want them on.
And finally, me another time. Okay, moving on. Speaking of guests, can you please rank all guests you've had in order of how much you've liked them?
Okay.
Ooh.
Number one,
Who's number one?
I would say.
Probably Jinx Monsoon.
I was gonna say Leo Frampton.
Oh, Leo Frampton. Yeah.
Jinx is a close second.
Yeah.
Close second.
Thank you all for tuning in. It's been really fun.
Do you have a ranking for who I've liked the least?
No.
Oh.
Do you have a ranking for?
No.
No. Don't even. I don't even need. To
I don't
finish.
believe we have to rank people.
Really?
I think
This is news to me.
I think that everyone is.
I think it was under a calendar minute that you said rank people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm putting words in your mouth.
You're
and
putting
it's
words
honestly-
Sorry,
in my
he's
mouth.
the host. I mean, we're being
I really am
rude.
being very manipulative right now.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do with this? with your final pod?
Well, we haven't really said it's the final pod besides
Except for you.
saying it.
I did.
Yeah, it's the final pod.
That's what it is. What are you going to do?
Oh, I wanted to say one thing, which is that...
And that's nice.
Fuck. I wanted to say, okay, sometimes when like a creative project ends, people like come up to the people involved and be like, so like, why did it end? Like, what happened between you two? Is there like beef?
Yeah. So do you want to finally talk about it?
Yeah. Well, what I want is for people to come up and say that, and you are going to get the most elaborate story out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you need to, I would actually encourage you to please come up to both of us and ask us kind of to talk shit on the other.
Yeah.
And
We Facebook poked each other to the point of ending the podcast.
Lucas is really into the Facebook poke.
I still do it.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Thank you.
He's really into Farmville.
Yeah.
Remember Farmville?
Yeah, I let all my animals die, and then
Yeah.
I switched over to poking in
Yeah.
order to fulfill the time vacuum.
Yeah. I was gonna say that you endorsed you're in your ranked choice ballot.
Yeah.
You ranked Osama bin Laden first.
I did, because he's just so empathetic.
Yeah.
He's an empath through and through.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about our podcast ending?
Do you want to say anything about your advocacy for Osama bin Laden for mayor?
No comment.
Which is what he would have wanted.
You have given advice to so many tweens. Is there a blanket statement you can offer to today's youth who might be struggling with serious issues like having a crush, as many on your podcast have?
Give up.
Shut it down. It's over.
Love is dead.
Yeah. Our podcast is over, so your crushes should be over too. No one's ever gonna have a crush again after we stop recording. Love yourself. Honestly.
Only if you're chill.
Yeah.
If you're chill, love yourself. If not, get chill.
Remember, whoever your crush is, if you get them to kiss you, they can make up for all of your defects.
And there's a laundry list of them.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to talk about why you're ending the podcast?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're working on other projects.
Yeah.
We both we've been doing this for 5 years, I
Can
think.
you believe?
Something like that.
Oh yeah, I can believe.
5 whole years.
Yeah,
And you were there for all of it.
I was.
You were
Guest
one of our
number
first
7,
guests.
I believe.
Yeah, I think you were. How did you feel when we first interviewed you?
I was very thrown off by Self-Perception Corner. I wanted to listen back to it again, but I believe I said something like, well, I guess I knew what it was at that point. I was trying to prepare myself for it. But I think it's a very interesting concept. But
Not good.
no. Well, no, it's not good. It's interesting. I think it's, I don't know. People have given all kinds of answers for it, but I think it's it is not something that everyone feels comfortable doing, like myself.
Yeah.
I had to like prepare myself for it.
It's very fair.
I think it was interesting because everyone would react a different way when we pitched it. Some people were very like, whoa, this question's awesome. And other people were like, you guys are evil, torturous animals.
But they would just go, you know?
And I was always surprised by the people who'd get it right versus the people who get it so wrong.
I believe what I said was, at the time, I felt like it was like a lose-lose because you don't want to say something negative about yourself because
What if it's
that's
true?
a bad look.
You
And you
be
don't
a
want to say
negative
something
person.
positive or else you feel like people are going to be like, well, who do they think they are? But maybe that's just me.
I mean,
I don't think about who you are.
yeah, I've never thought about you in my life.
Great. That's all I want to hear.
I think we also invited a lot of friends on and people we respected. So
Yeah,
we
people-
weren't gonna be like,
Who do you categorize as friends and who do you categorize as people you respected?
Okay. So the one friend that we've had on was Aran. Everyone else,
everyone else was just
Everyone
someone
else,
we
there
respected.
it is.
colleague at best,
Yeah,
acquaintance at least.
yeah.
You were saying?
Go on.
No.
Well, I was going to move on to something else.
Okay.
How
This is going so well. Everyone's so mad this is ending.
I do feel like you shouldn't have let me take the lead.
No, I love it. It's our fault.
We should have. We absolutely should have. This is the only way this could go.
Everything feels so nonchalant. I feel like there needs to be confetti from the ceiling.
We don't need chalant.
Okay.
Well,
Audience,
okay,
let
let's
us
do
know.
more confetti. Let's say something sentimental. Lucas,
Well, I was going to ask you, this is like one of my serious questions.
Uh-huh.
What do you think has changed since you started this podcast?
Ooh.
That's a really good question.
I have an answer. I think when I first started this podcast, I was really nervous about putting myself out there, which was something you were like just starting to do.
Yeah.
Because when we started, you hadn't really done TikTok that much yet. You'd been at it for like maybe a couple months.
Yeah.
And then I would get really nervous when we'd post clips. Like, I couldn't even read the comments because I was like so scared of what people were going to say. And in a way, it became like exposure therapy, where now I'm more comfortable putting myself out. I kind of used to want for this podcast to like, I think it was a project I was excited about, but there were times I just wanted it to kind of live in the ether so that I could like have expressed a bunch of thoughts or like been funny with you, but I almost was like scared of the idea that other people were going to discover it, because I was like, what if they then get to know me as an artist and they hate me?
Yeah.
And then now I've had people reach out being like, I love your work. And I think that has been, it's been exciting through like exposure therapy, through like good and bad, to be able to put myself out there now.
Yeah. I feel like I've just in general grown up more on the podcast. I feel like I've grown more as a person. I feel like I've become, I would say, a little more together as a professional, and that I feel like I've gained new skills in every facet of my life over the course of the last 5 years.
How could you not?
So true. What about you, Aaron? How have
What
you
about
changed?
you? How has the podcast impacted you over the last 5 years?
Well, it hasn't. Okay. If I were to guess, how many episodes have you had? What number is this?
This
We're
is
at,
probably like 180.
Yeah, around
Yeah.
180,
180?
just about, yeah.
Let me do some math.
Please.
It's hard for gay people.
It's hard.
Thank God you said that.
I would say that I've seen about 11% of the podcast.
Huh.
Or listened to.
Wow.
Okay.
I guessed 20 episodes. Maybe more.
Any particular favorites?
Yeah.
Who's
Who's been your favorite guest?
Probably me 4 times.
Uh-huh.
Probably all the episodes I was on have been my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I really liked Leo's episode.
Oh, I love him.
I mean, I think that's your most viral clip.
I think the Eric Adams clip.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to me too, because we cut another clip from that episode that I thought was even better than that one, but it didn't go viral because the Eric Adams stuff just
Oh yeah,
happened
the one
to be
about
taking off.
about the Kardashians.
Yeah,
I love that so much.
We somehow asked him about the Kardashians. He goes, "The
I
Kardashians.
just want them to be happy."
I just want everyone to be happy, and I know that they only make the show because there's problems going on in their own lives. So I hope that they resolve those problems and one day they won't have to make the show anymore."
It was so good.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I
hope
think
that
I
for-
do think our most viral clip though was when Romy Rosner was like,
Oh yeah,
"Well,
I
you're
remember.
actually black? Oh, you should be hotter." And then that got like a little bit of like flack online from a creator who was like, "No, this shows that you're like fetishizing black people and mixed people."
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that should be criticized,
Yeah.
even though I laughed initially.
Yeah.
I laughed initially and then I saw someone's response and went, "Why did I laugh? That was a stereotype. I'm a moron."
I'm clocking myself in real time, and
I
that's
should-
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we've had a few big moments that did like really well. We had like that. We had
We had Max Gross calling you a trans, or you called him a trans man written by a trans woman.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Also, Meredith Dietz going, because you can't date someone if they don't have a grandma.
Oh yeah. You remember this?
I think I do, actually.
I said I had a boyfriend in college who I was about to break up with him, and then he said my grandma died, and I was like, I knew I had to break up with him. And Meredith cuts in and said, "Yeah, because you can't date someone without a grandma."
You can't.
Yeah, it's funny because it's true. It's one of those things.
Absolutely.
It's one of those things that's really true.
I've never dated someone without a grandma because I have standards.
I've only dated grandmas.
Only?
Yeah. Any woman 5 years older than me is a grandma.
You've only dated women 5 years older than you?
I've actually maybe only dated, like, in serious relationships. My first girlfriend was...
Everyone younger than her says no.
Yeah, they're all like, I'm sorry, I can't date a grandma. My first relationship, she was 3 years older than me, and my second 2 serious relationships, they were both 5 years older than me.
Wow.
I like to be mothered.
Your baby.
I'm a baby.
You keep saying that I'm the one with mommy issues. I think it's the pot calling kettle black.
I think it's the pot calling kettle to dinner and breastfeeding.
Yum.
But I think we've grown and changed throughout the podcast.
I would say you have.
Yeah.
For better.
I would say so. I like your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I like the way I see more. I like the gray streaks. I'm digging them.
Oh, yeah. I didn't used to have the grays.
Everyone loves the gray streaks.
Everyone's
Love 'em.
talking about this.
Who would you be without them?
I know. I would just be the girl from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The girl with brown hair.
There's a great book about it. The girl with the brown hair. I think, Lucas, you look more like a man.
That's great.
You were different before. You know?
A boy.
You were-
You'll always have
I
that
was-
boyish charm, Lucas.
Yeah. But no, I look older.
Yeah, I would say that's actually true.
That's good.
You look older. You look a little more like a real person. Like I could take you somewhere and be like, "This is a grown man."
I look less fake.
You look less like a boyish creature. You know, you're like a hot man now.
Ooh.
You've grown into yourself. I think
I'm a hot guy.
you're a handsome fella.
I'm a handsome hot guy.
I think
Listeners,
so.
if you think Lucas is a hot guy,
Say
let them
yes.
know.
Okay. I was really hoping you were going to say something really substantial as a command.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arrive at this apartment and tell him yourself. The address is
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
that's the one. We're here.
Yeah.
So I brought up self-perception corner earlier.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Well, you asked me to do something with it. No.
Sure. I
Please.
said it's one of the things you can do.
So I've always wondered, why do you guys do self-perception corner? I feel like it probably comes from you guys wanting to know, what do people really think of you? Do you think that's true?
It doesn't come from wanting to know whether. I don't think it comes from wanting what
You want to know
people
what
think
other
of
people
us.
think of themselves.
Yes.
No, for me, it's more of what you said.
Really?
I think
wanna know
I
what-
think
no, it's because
the two
I
of you
get-
come together on this because I can see that being true for both of you.
I think everyone. I always have this feeling of like, do we ever really know what people think of us?
I wonder about that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. I definitely want. Yeah.
And it's always interesting to me when people have it right because I feel so almost envious of that.
But Lucas,
yeah.
I also agree. It's interesting to hear how people see themselves. So let me start with, I guess I kind of already asked this with asking how you've changed. How do you each perceive yourselves today?
You go first.
Thank you. How do I perceive myself today? I want to say that I'm more solidified in my opinions and that I am not insane. I think that a lot of my life I've
you
been
sure?
afraid. Thank you. A lot of my life I've been so afraid that I couldn't trust my own instincts. And I am more trusting of them now.
Good. I think that comes with age. In your old age.
In my old age. Very old age, yes.
I think as much as I've like asked other comedians this is still something that gets me a lot because the way I perceive myself really differs from the way I've heard other people talk about perceiving me. Like people in the comedy scene will say I seem like put together, that I can like do a number of things pretty well. Everyone's talking about this. And that I seem like I'm like a good writer. And then there's but then I've like been around outside of my bubble and people think I'm like, it's funny because like some spaces in Brooklyn, I feel like people think I'm like an old man, like their uncle, and like kind of problematic.
Yeah.
But then when I go to Austin or wherever, people think I'm like literally like a liberal witch, like an oat milk.
In LA, at the roast in LA.
Yes.
Everyone's like, you know, all the judges comment about you is like, look at this witchy liberal.
Yeah,
woman.
everyone was like, "Oh, look at her with crystals and like her."
But it was like
gray
based
hair.
on nothing. It was
Yeah.
based on just looking at you.
Everyone thought I was like this witchy like lib, and it's really come into focus for me how much I guess
Crystal clear.
what you could say that if you were you and not me, you would say that.
Wow, this is going awesome.
I just think I don't really know who I am still, and I'm 31, so that feels embarrassing. But I feel like I'm in comedy. I've been grateful to like have really good friends like you guys, but I don't know that I've found like the way in which I feel I fit in.
Your voice.
I've found my voice, but it just kind of feels like I'm doing my own thing. Like there's no thing I fit into organically. It's just like people put me on a show because they think I'm gonna do well, but they don't. I don't know that I'm not trying to say I'm like special or anything, but I think like there's not like 3 or 4 performers where I would like run in a crew with them. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing a different thing.
Well, are you saying that you don't feel like you have a clique?
I've always been a floater, but it's different than that. It's like if I don't fit, if people on the road think I'm like this liberal witch, and then people in my scene think I'm like problematic, it's like, where do I go? You know? I don't know.
I think that's something you have to define for yourself, unless you would like other people to tell you who you are.
Is that what's gonna happen?
Aaron, tell Gabby who she is.
Well, I don't have to, because I reached out yesterday to everyone who's ever been on this podcast and asked them what they
No, you
think
didn't.
of both of you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What? What? No way.
So first off, well, not everyone. Sans 7 or 8 people. I reached out to 127 people. And here we have the statistics to tell you to your face what 127 people think of both of you. Are you ready to hear that?
Sure.
First off, we have, did they respond to the question? We have 41.5% yes.
Wow,
Responded to the
Okay.
question. 40% no, did not respond to the question.
What's in between?
4.4% of people that have been on your podcast, I did not ask because I felt it would be inappropriate for one reason or another. And then the
So much
other,
time has been. We spent so many years.
the other 14.1% are people who got back to me, said, I'll think on it, and then never followed up. That's 14.4%. Now,
Oh, this is great.
of the people
Oh boy.
who did not respond, well, actually, of everyone,
Okay.
it's important to recall or consider, did they see the DM? Did they actually see it? 63.7% did see the DM.
Okay.
27.4% did not even see the DM for various reasons. I assume it's because many of them do not follow me.
And they're wrong. They're wrong
And
for
then
that.
I'm unsure about 3%, and then 5.9% I didn't ask. Actually, that number doesn't track with.
Wow.
This is
Fake news.
This is really great stuff.
This is electric.
I thought it was 4.4%. I didn't ask. Okay, something's up with that. Anyway, then we have.
Okay.
Oh, can I read what I asked everyone?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
What if we were like, no?
Hi, I'm going to be on Gabby and Lucas's last episode of Two Nosy Meerkats tomorrow. I wanted to do a little thing where I asked the previous guests to do a perception corner about Lukas and Gabby, or They should probably say self-perception.
Yeah.
I invite you to say something nice, neutral, shady, etc. about them, and I'll pass it along for the episode. So that was, I edited the prompts a bit here and there, but that was more or less what I asked. Unprompted, here's the percent of people that said something nice about me or about this idea. 37.9% of people did have something nice to say about me or this idea. However, 62.1% had nothing nice to say about me, even though I didn't ask them to.
That's so fucked up.
This is awesome.
Now let's go to what approach they had. I said to everyone, nice, shady, neutral, etc. 65.3% of the answers I would categorize as nice.
It's a passing grade in the state of New York.
Okay.
16.3% were shady. And then I have some I categorize as nice first and then shady, 12.2%. And then shady and then nice, which is 4.1%. And finally, the orange one that's not even labeled is neutral because one person chose to go neutral. As far as I could tell, Nico Catania made a neutral comment.
He would. Yep.
All
You
right.
know, it's a podcast. It happened, and I was there.
Yeah. Yep.
Now let's get into the nitty gritty of the key words and sort of ideas
Oh my
that
God, there's so many sections in that one.
there's a lot. If I had more time, I would have compiled similar words, but I didn't have time.
You're a
and so
busy
we have
guy.
a whole bunch of different words.
You're such a busy guy.
Would Lucas like to go first, or would you, Gabby?
I'll go first. Let's get me over with.
Okay. Take a good look at this.
Wow, really
Wow.
varied.
Zoom
Really-
in.
Yeah.
Zoom in. A lot of people think a lot of different things about you.
Okay.
If you would like to take a look.
I don't.
Do you want me to
wanna
even
take a
read
look at
this?
his. I
Yeah,
want to take a
yeah,
look
yeah.
at his. Hold on.
Do you hate that I'm doing this, Lucas?
Wait, let me see.
No, this is so funny. I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
Trust with kid. That's my favorite one. It's trust, and then separately,
so-
I would trust him with my kid.
There were two people who said of both of you that they would trust you with their potential kid.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Someone wrote community.
It was a key word.
Okay.
These are not all the exact words. I tried to, for some of them, categorize like the idea behind it, as in a positive force in the community.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
This is great.
That's so
Warm
cool.
is like the most used word. Or no, wait. Am I
The
reading
most used word. I'm looking at the numbers here. If you want to know how many people
Kind
each of
is
this
top.
is,
I got top for. Oh no, funny. Yay,
that wrong? Funny is. I like that you're like.
be
fuck
real.
kind.
Do you guys both want funny to be the highest one?
I prefer it to kind.
I had a feeling you would. So I have a version of the chart in front of me.
Okay.
And I can tell you how many people said each thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to know
No,
that?
no, I want to know.
Well, I'm not going to go over all the categories because as
Okay.
you've seen, there's a lot, but I'll go over the big ones. Lucas, I think your biggest category is fun. 14 people,
Okay.
9% said
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
However, I don't know if the way it counted it, it also took funny and added it into fun and funny. I'm kind of not
That's
sure.
Nebulous.
Yeah.
They're very, very, very near words.
Because in second place is funny with 13.
Oh yeah.
And then kind with 12 people who said you were kind,
Yay.
7.7%.
Okay.
The word love, as in love Lucas, is used
As in love.
11 times, 7.1%. Nice, 6 people, 3.8%. Gay, 4 people, 2.6%.
Name names. Tell me.
I can.
Do it.
That they know this is not I mean, I'd have to go into. Oh, by the way, after I have the actual table with people's actual responses, so I will show you what everyone said about you.
Please.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
wait.
This is inspired by one time. Oh, just got a text from Alex Kim, probably giving me his answer right now.
Wow.
Should I read it live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, give it now. We're recording.
Alex Kim was
read
also one of
it.
our first guests.
Yes.
I know.
That's crazy. That was 2021.
So
Wow.
Alex was one of the many people categorized under said they would do it and then never got back to me.
You're going to be getting those like throughout the week, I
Oh,
bet.
and I'm happy to update the table with new
Please.
comments
We need the numbers.
as I get them.
I need
Great.
the accuracy of
Put
the
out a
numbers.
Google folder.
We'll see if Bleep ever gets back to me.
Okay.
I almost said a name and I didn't want to.
Well done.
Let me touch on some of the less often spoken ones I think are interesting. One person said you were a good cook.
Oh,
I think it
Nice.
was SB.
That's so
lovely.
SB was the only person to do, I think, a 1.5-minute voice memo that I had to put
Oh.
into Premiere to transcribe for me so I could put it into this. But in her defense, like no one knew what I was going to do with this information. So I think she thought I was just going to play it for you. Old. One person called you old.
true.
I think it was elder millennial.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate. And now, did you
I'm
put
the youngest millennial.
did you put that
technically.
under shady?
Probably. 2 people said you had a nice voice.
Nice.
1.3% of people. 2 people said you were an ally. It should be 100%. So reflect upon yourself.
Said that I needed to reflect upon myself.
No, just reflect on the fact that 100% of people didn't call you an ally.
Yeah, you should. Not a big enough ally.
That's the only thing I like about this.
One person said biracial as a sort of key element. 3 people called you humble, which I think is fair.
Okay.
Okay. Those are some of the more interesting ones.
That's great. I can live with that.
Should we move on to
Let's
Gabby?
move on to
Okay.
Gabby.
Like to see
Can I
it?
look?
Sure.
Well, first of all, let's show it to the camera.
A lot of sections.
Wow.
Not a lot.
Take a good look.
That's
lot
a
is
lot
going
of
on.
This
sections
is what you've
here.
always wanted to know, Gabby.
Holy shit!
This is what you've always wanted to
actually
know.
have.
I
There's a
know.
couple like big squares. That's fascinating.
There's a few big ones.
Wow. Is biracial on mine or?
I know you
at
love
0% it is.
Oh man.
Okay. Lesbian, baseball, chemistry.
So
Okay.
chemistry for both of you was referring specifically to the chemistry between you two, commenting on it in the podcast.
You got fun as your biggest. You're a fun gal.
Again, I don't know if it's the same thing with fun, where
Okay.
it also counted funny in with
Yeah.
fun, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
2% for baseball is the same that I have for bisexual, and I want to point out
You're as much a baseball person as you are bi.
I have 2% bi and 1.3% lesbian. So I think we know what wins. I think we.
Well, you also have 1.4% gay.
Oh, okay. So,
I don't think you can see that in here. I can only read it on this more detailed
Wow.
version.
Okay.
You are both gay and lesbian.
Yeah,
and they're
fun
different.
is the biggest category.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go over the big ones. Yeah,
Okay.
fun. 13 people called you fun.
Okay.
12 people called you funny. 10 people used the word love. By the way, a lot of people made statements about both of you, so there's a huge amount of overlap. But the only reason why it's not exactly the same is some people took each of you separately, which you'll read later on when you see them.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice, 6 people. Kind, 6 people. Those are ones I would have grouped in together if I had more time. Gabby, I feel like there's more variety of words with you here.
Wow.
Problematic.
Damn.
Loser. Fail. Flop.
Girl.
Girl.
Friend, 4 people.
Oh.
I think that means like good friend. I give friend.
It's giving friend.
Talented, 3 people.
Huh.
2.1%.
Sorry, Lucas. It
Nice to know.
seems I've cornered the market.
Warm. 4 people called you warm. 2.7% of people. Bullied, which I think Lucas also has bullied.
Wait, that we were
One
bullied, or that
person.
or that we bullied
That
them?
you were both bullied.
Wait, did I get more gay than Gabby?
Yes, now let's do the fun part where we get to compare between the two of you. Let's see what Gabby got in gay. Where is gay? Here it is. What percentage do you have for gay, Lucas?
Me, I got 2.6.
Lucas is officially more gay than Gabby.
Yes. Finally, it's finally happening.
And funny because this was not said about Lucas, I don't believe, but Gabby also has 2 people who called her straight.
How
And it was never said for Lucas.
And that straight does not appear on Lucas's chart. I don't believe. Never gets old. And of course, 3 people buy. One person called you a middle schooler.
Like a middle schooler or a middle school teacher?
No, like a middle schooler.
Like a child.
Was that under shady or was
It was under shady. And you can read the full comment.
I can't wait.
Again, we have trust with kids. Someone would trust you with their kid. Positive masculinity, one person.
Wow.
Okay.
I think that was actually said about both of you, if I recall.
Thank God.
I noticed I'm not getting ally.
No, I don't think anyone called you an ally in looking through this.
Wow, you should reflect. You should really reflect on your behavior.
Nice smile, nice laughter. That was the same person, one person. Too tall, one person.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
How
Is that my
short was this
girlfriend?
person?
No, it was Meredith.
Okay, she's right. She should say it.
Crazy, one person.
Gag.
Baseball, 3 people, 2.1%. The
Okay.
topic
Yeah.
of baseball came
Wow.
up. I think those are the more interesting ones.
That's great.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to take the time. Again, I'll let you read like the full things later.
Okay.
Let's take the time to read Alex Kim's full comment that
Okay.
he
That's
just
great.
texted me. Who doesn't love Gabby and Lucas? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. I was so looking forward to being asked to do their show again. But I guess I can finally put that dream to bed. No, it's fine, exclamation point. Not like I've been seeing every time they put a straight man on. Love y'all. That was Alex Kim. Just read it, Alex. Thank you, smiley face.
Well, clearly we're all about positive masculinity. So
You are all about
we
positive.
need our straight men represented.
Let's hear it for positive masculinity, viewers. Positive masculinity. Now, I want to read some of them in full.
Okay.
If that's okay.
That's okay.
So you pulled some.
I pulled some of my favorites.
Okay, I'm excited.
This is Assad Benbow.
Oh.
Yes.
Remember what the prompt was when I reached out to these people as I read these responses.
It was nice, neutral, shady, anything about.
It was like, yeah, and it's self-perception corner,
Yes.
say something, whatever you like. Assad said, hope their day is going good and they eat well, maybe even throw in a nice beverage. That's what Assad said.
I love him so much. I would die for him.
Now, let me see what I categorize that
I've
one as.
noticed beverages. How do you categorize that?
Let me see how I categorized Assad's answer. Hold on, let me
That's gotta be
organize
neutral.
this.
That's not shady at all. That's positive. But
It's positive. Okay, I think I made a keyword specifically just for Assad, and it just says well wishes. And I did categorize it as nice.
Even a nice beverage. That's pretty nice. The word
It's a
nice
well
is
wish.
included.
This is in no particular order. Actually, I think this is almost alphabetical. Art Kai. Love Lucas, love Gabby for the exact reason everyone else loves them. Lucas has funny voice, Gabby lesbian.
That's good.
This is Chris Schur. This was one of the shady ones. Are you
Okay,
prepared?
I'm ready.
do the voice.
Do you want to read it? I can't do the
I actually
voice.
might. I would like to try.
Try
to
not to
Chris.
skip ahead. Just look at Chris S.
Okay. 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 Would something like I had an alienating experience on the podcast because I don't share their love for puns work? I don't understand.
Is her voice that breathy?
I don't know, kind of.
Oh, for puns work? Yeah, I can understand that. It's the lowest form of
She's
humor.
saying like, first of all, not even
Wordplay.
answering the question. I asked for her perception of you, and she said I had an alienating experience on the
She's
pod.
told me that she also said that we like selling Sunset too much and that we spend most of the episode talking about it,
Yeah.
and she knew nothing about selling Sunset.
Wow.
Which
It's just such a funny position to put her in.
we love torturing our friends.
How many more are you down for me to read?
I'll do
Do a couple more,
a
yeah.
couple. Let's do a couple.
Okay, let me try to narrow it down because I
Okay.
have like 4 more here.
Great.
You can read all 4. I feel like that's fine.
Can I be quick
Maybe
about
3.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do 3.
Rapid
Let's do 3.
fire.
Okay. Let me do Sunny LeProd because
Okay.
she wrote it as a roast. I'm guessing these are unused roast jokes for her.
Sure.
Lucas is a wonderful ally. Gabby has said some stuff in roast battles that really made me question who she voted for. Do you want me to keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Behind Lucas's back, we all talk about how sweet and kind he is and how amazing it is that he hasn't let any of his admittedly mild success go to his head. Behind Gabby's back, we all wonder if the stuff she says in roast battles comes from a place of true bigotry. When Lucas inevitably dies of whatever is ailing him, the whole community will mourn and attend his funeral. It will be so packed they'll need to upgrade the venue to a bigger church. When Gabby inevitably dies of IDK heart failure, the funeral, if there is one, will definitely be all white.
Let her have it.
You can cut that one out if you want.
No, we
No.
can keep it.
Leave it in. Leave it in.
I just summarizing Nico Catania's, you can read it later. His comment was that you both have the same hair color. You're welcome.
Oh, how nice.
Do we?
I mean, I'm more gray.
I think mine is a little lighter than yours.
Matt Moran. LOL, I feel like I told him how I felt about them when they were up for real for this. I'll say they have each other's sexualities. And this is the important part. I was at Lucas's roast, by the way. You were really funny.
That is the most important part. I agree.
That is true.
And I'll do one more. 2 of the nicer, kinder, funny people I've met in the funny world of jokes and ha-has. Jinx Monsoon.
Aww.
Stop. That is so wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
lovely.
What an amazing. Thank you for preparing
This
that,
is
Aaron.
really special.
you
This
can
really is.
add that to the thank you numbers.
It's
And by
already in there.
You're really funny.
You're really great.
Oh, add that. Wait, what do
to
you
you,
Add
add
to
that
us
you.
to?
When they
saying
say
this
things
to
nice
you.
about you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, I have this chart, which is all I need. That 37.9% of people said something nice about me without being prompted to.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do to wrap up your last podcast?
I only want to say that I adore you. I love you so much. And I want to say it was one of the most joyful nights I've had getting to host your special taping, because I got to watch a culmination of so much work and so much honing and so much polishing of not just your material, but just like your persona and your stage presence and ability. And you did so incredibly well, and it was a joy to witness.
Thank you.
It meant the world, and it made me so proud. I was so and am so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm really proud of you too. I also noticed, like, when you were hosting it, like, you put so much energy into it and so much love into it that it made me better. I think it, like, made me want to go up and, like, show up even more. And that's what I tried to do, hopefully on your...
You nailed... No, for the roast, I could not think of a way my roast show my birthday roast show could have gone better. You were perfect. Everybody was wonderful. And you were the only person I would have host that.
You are an exceptional creative partner. You are wonderful emotional support. You're fun to hang out with. I look forward to having more ramen with you. And
Fuck, I gotta add this into the table.
yeah, you gotta add it in.
Yeah, you got
data.
update.
I actually
reprint.
forgot to include my own comments in this. I had a section for me and I left it blank.
Really?
I forgot. I had a lot of messages to deal with to write stuff. I'll add it to the later version.
Okay. Yeah, I love you very much. I'm proud of you too. I see how hard you work. Like, is the success that you've had, like, it doesn't come overnight. Like, it's because you put so much hard work into it. It's very inspiring to everyone around you.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I love you.
I love you.
And that's the pod.
Kiss, 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 kiss! Come on! Okay, that's
That's a
good enough.
kiss.
It was wet.
Jesus. Well, that would be the end, but I guess we have one more thing we should do.
Yeah.
We should play Text or Drink.
We should play text or
Oh,
drink.
fuck, I forgot. Fuck me. Is what you'll probably say in the text.
That's what
Yeah.
we'll probably say. Should we open the peach? What's it called for this?
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? Sacred Peach.
Secco, like
Oh,
Prosecco.
I'm ready to drink. Can we get dinner after this? Are you guys free?
I mean, I did just have a giant Dunkin' sandwich, but I will hang out and have
Okay.
a snack and maybe
Would
a
you?
drink.
I would eat, but I don't know. I'm not terribly hungry right now.
You're not hungry for food or for my company?
Yes. No, I'm not that hungry for dinner. Just
No,
yet.
I understand.
I'm always
yeah.
hungry for.
Well, I could eat in your home if that pleases you.
You are welcome to.
I'm hungry for this daddy.
So, how does this work again?
All right, text or drink. This is the game where we take out our phones, we scroll to a random contact, we pull up that contact, draft a text to them, we read the text aloud, and whoever's phone it is either gives permission to send or they have to drink.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Always. No.
I'm going to go with Gabby's answer, which was the original Gabby answer before she changed it. Are we allowed to follow up that text later and say, hey, sorry, that was for this thing. I didn't write that.
I won't say. Whatever you do is your choice.
Whatever you do afterwards.
I guess
is up to you.
I won't tell you if
That's
I
up
do
to
that.
you. Whatever you want to do is up to you.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's just you'd be a coward and a phony, but
done it.
I've done it too.
How many times have you guys played this game?
a lot.
lot.
Yeah, I've done it a lot.
Have you done it on a lot of podcast episodes?
Yeah, it's on the Patreon, which you don't pay for, so you wouldn't
No.
know.
Should I start paying now?
Yeah,
Great
start paying
time.
now for sure. Do
I
it.
feel like as the most guest person, I
Mm-hmm.
should just be given access to the Patreon.
Sure. Yeah, you can do. You can join now.
Yeah, no. This is the
We'll
ground
give you- yeah,
floor.
we'll
It's
give
a
you
great time to
access.
get in.
Do
yeah.
people like this on the Patreon? Will this be for the Patreon?
I think it's safe
No.
to say the Patreon didn't take off.
Oh my god!
We're very grateful to the people who joined in on the
Love
Patreon.
the people that did.
Very grateful, but
I think what Lucas means is that your support meant nothing to.
that's clearly what we meant. Your support. Oh, we forgot to thank the fans.
Fans, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
You have been with us for so many years.
Yeah.
Someone sent a lovely person named Risa, I think, or Raisa.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Forgive me, but she sent the sweetest little card that she had like just graduated high school. She's going into college, and that she had like followed us throughout her high school career, and that like she loved it, and it just was so sweet, and it's so lovely. And I sent her I found her in my DMs, and I sent her a message, be like, hey, Gabby and I both read your card. It was so lovely. Wish you like the happiest time in college. Go forth. And like it was,
she must have been really happy to receive that.
it was lovely.
The kids are all right. The
kids are
underage
all right.
teens are all right.
yeah, and we want you to know, fans, if you have a crush, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
It'll work
Except
out.
when it doesn't on a camping trip.
Oh my god, yeah, we gave advice once to someone.
And then they followed up saying they took the advice.
And it
they
went
took the
bad.
advice and it went bad.
It went bad.
Hey, if you're listening, what happened?
It was like they had a crush on this guy, and they were like, "But he's so conservative. I think he's in the closet." And
Fuck.
but we were like, you know what? Seems like
Fuck.
he's flirting with you all the time. Like, go for it. And then he was like, "This is too much for me." But then apparently it went good again. Like that person wrote
Yeah.
in and was like, "You know what? He came around."
I was thinking it was a thing where the person wasn't actually in the closet and the other person just sort of assumed that they were gay.
Yeah.
Oh, like what happens to Lucas all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Except I actually am.
Whoa, big reveal.
Big
All right,
reveal.
let's pull out our contacts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass my phone to Lukey. Lukey's gonna give his.
How many contacts do you guys have?
Is there a number?
Mine has a number.
Also, Aaron, on my phone, avoid anything that has like a space. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Why?
Oh, a little indent.
Because that's my coworkers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow the phone like magically knew to do this. It knew because it knew we would be playing this game.
Oh, fuck. I probably have like professional contacts on here.
gonna actually send it without your consent. All right, give me your.
Oh, true. I have 808 contacts.
808s and heartbreak. Okay.
Can I read how many contacts Lucas has?
Sure.
We're really close. Well, actually, Lucas has about 80 more than me. Lucas has 882 contacts.
You have. Oh wait, no, I'm on Gabby's phone. Sorry.
Ooh, can I text United Airlines?
Sure. Well, don't say it.
Well, they wouldn't get the text anyway. I was just kidding. Wait, so what do? We pull up the person and write the text?
Yeah, you pull up the person, you draft up the text, but you don't
Yeah,
send it.
But you do not send it.
Oh my god, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Wait, is there text history?
Can I look?
No, please don't. I prefer not.
How do I write a text without seeing the text history? Write
You
in a
can
separate
look
note?
at the text history, but maybe don't read
Scroll.
too much
Just
of
don't
it.
scroll.
What if the last
Aaron,
text
I don't
might
know
be
what
bad?
I just did to your keyboard.
Don't.
It's now in
I'll do
Japanese.
Go
someone
somewhere
else.
else.
Wait, are we gonna read out loud on the pod who the choice of person would be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to do that.
God damn. Okay.
What's wrong with my keyboard? Is it fixed, Gabby?
No, it's fixed. You just had it in. Sorry, it wasn't wrong. It was just in a different language.
I'll tell
which
you
isn't
guys off.
wrong.
I'll tell you guys off the air what people like came to. I know what I want to do. Oh my god! I know what I want to do. Fuck. I'm done.
You're sitting like a cat that just ate a parrot.
What if I did?
I have mine. I have mine ready to go. I like this because I have gone very crazy in the past.
Okay.
And this is one where it's a little more toned down. It's something that's more based in reality.
I thought you were
Okay.
supposed to be really crazy with it.
No,
you can
can.
do
You're
anything.
doing great. You're doing
Who wants to
amazing.
go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, so I have Gabby's phone and I have the contact Madeline Tinder.
Sure.
There's no text history.
Yep.
So I said, "Hey, hun, it's Dad. I got a new phone, and your contact came up as Madeline Tinder. Why is that?"
I'm gonna drink. I'm not gonna be like she's gonna. If she has my number still, she's gonna think it's some like daddy play. I can't engage in that.
All right, canceled. There you go.
How do we pop this
Hold
bottle?
on, let me take care.
Pop a bottle, baby. Okay, while you do that, my contact. I have Aaron's phone. My contact is Supercuts Norwalk.
I don't even think they'll receive a text.
Hi, are you open on the 4th of July? I want to make my hair red, white, and blue. Let me know if that's okay. Also, hope you're doing well. I always call you the pride of Norwalk to my friends and family.
Send it and I'll drink anyway.
Hold on.
I don't even think they receive texts.
Okay, sending.
I'm drinking because I choose to drink. Guys, I went way more inappropriate than either of you. Now I'm questioning if I should even read this.
No, you absolutely have to. Now I need to see.
Fuck. Let me preface this with saying the only reason I felt comfortable saying this and reading it out loud is because of publicly available information.
Okay,
Fuck.
I'm ready.
To Jinx Monsoon.
No. No.
Hi, Jinx. I just wanted to say I broke up with my girlfriend, and I was wondering if you would like to have sex with me now.
It is public information, Lucas. It's on
It's on your YouTube channel.
You gonna send
You
that?
can cut it out if you want to, and I can write another one, and you can pretend that was the real one.
No, we need the truth. We need the truth on this podcast.
Drink
Okay,
or send.
Here's the only reason. The only reason that isn't as fun is I can only drink. There's no suspense about this.
What do you mean? You could say that was for a thing.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
Here you go. Don't hit. Let me delete.
Great idea.
Well done.
I thought maybe you could have a little fun with it, but okay.
But okay, you're a
Here
little.
you go. It's deleted.
Wow. Okay.
Audience, Lucas didn't want to take a swing.
Should we do one more? Okay. Here's Aaron's
Give
phone.
me the.
Let's fucking go.
Oh fuck!
Wait,
I'm
wait.
breaking your microphones today. This
I'm
is
obsessed.
this is Gabby,
Yeah.
Okay.
Arab.
Arab.
I see. Leo is in your phone as Leo cisgender.
Yeah, because he used to be cisgender millennial who was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
Nice.
'Cause of
Where
the-
are your contacts? I'm trying to.
Kind
It's
of
in
like up your
messages, but I'm
butt.
trying to.
Sorry.
You've been saying that joke forever. Here it is.
It's not a joke to
contacts.
me though.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna send this, but I just noticed you have Jackie's number in your phone, Lucas, your girlfriend, with her pronouns. Why does that crack me up? Just like in case you forget your own girlfriend's pronouns.
I have
She, hers, in case you forgot.
I have so many questions about some of the names of these contacts. Did you specifically format this for some of them to have the space specifically for this game so that people wouldn't choose them?
No, my phone auto formatted my contacts that way. I don't know why.
Oh,
Alex
convenient.
Kim says, "Yay, haha."
Nice. Gosh, I mean, I feel like I have to know the person for this to be like fun.
Nice. All right, mine's done.
Mine's ready.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm still considering my options.
That's
I'm like
okay.
scrolling through all of your texts.
You're shopping. Men be shopping. So in the game that we were playing earlier, I guess it wasn't a game, it was our self-perception corners. I guess Sunny's response would be categorized to Lucas as nice and to me as shady.
I think that's correct.
I think that's
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
Can you actually try to do like an impression of me?
Can you actually try to do an
I'm
impression?
All right.
Okay,
Do you want to go first, Gabby?
sure.
What do you have?
My text is to Liz, my girlfriend, from your phone.
That makes two of us.
Oh, wait, really?
That's awesome.
Hey girl, it's me, Lucas. Gabby is asleep at my house and I'm all alone. Need you to come over ASAP and slap me around. And we need to film it as proof,
I'm already sending.
as proof that I'm not gay.
I'm already sending.
Great. Send.
Can I go next?
Yes.
Yeah.
As the other Liz. So I was trying to decide who to send it to, and I conveniently get a text from Liz, and I was like, well, I guess I'll do Liz.
Nice.
So Liz said, how's your plans going? And I wrote, good. Lucas, Aaron, and I have decided that we're going to continue doing the podcast, but as a trio, actually. Would you like to be a permanent co-host? 4 people could be fun, we think. Actually, 5 people could be fun. Would you want to bring in like an ex or something as another co-host? Let me know what you think of this idea. Also, do you think I have a nice voice?
Send.
That's good.
Sent.
Great.
Okay, so I found the contact. Christian smiling devil emoji.
Of course. Someone was going to go for one of the emojis.
Fire emoji.
Do you want to know what the key means to all those
Sure.
emojis?
Yeah.
Sure.
I believe back in the day, the fire emoji to me was someone I spoke to on Tinder.
Okay.
The grinning devil emoji meant someone I talked to on Grindr.
Okay.
So that means this person was both, but I
Okay.
don't remember who Christian is.
Okay. Okay, so I did scroll up ever so slightly just to get a little context.
Oh my God.
Nothing crazy. There's nothing crazy.
Okay.
But Christian said, in April 29th, 2017, what's your role in My Fair Lady? To which you said, Jamie, it's a small role, lol. And then Christian said,
Fuck, I should know who this is.
And then Christian said, experience is experience. I'm sure you're going to kill it, smiley face. And then you said, thank you. And then
oh my God.
and then on May 3rd, he said, hey, smiley face.
Oh no!
And then
Christian, I'm sorry!
and you said nothing.
Oh no, Christian, I'm so sorry. Fuck. Wait, when did he send the last message?
The last message was May 3rd, 2017.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I was probably seeing someone at the time.
Great save.
Okay.
All right, so
what did
I
you
have
write?
drafted up. Sorry, forgot to respond. ... How's pride been for you, big dog?
So, keep in mind, 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
What about you two, Gabby?
Send it. But I can tell it's giving you
You
anxiety.
tell me what to do!
So you can drink.
Would you like to be told don't send it?
Don't send it.
Don't send it.
Drinking.
There you go. And it's
Wow.
gone.
And
it's
that's
gone.
our podcast. Everyone, thank you
Can I
so
see
much.
who this is? I want to remember who this is.
Close your phone, but yeah, open it up.
It's one of our listeners. Thank you so
Yes.
much for tuning in all
Christian,
these years.
you were so kind to me, and I'm sorry for doing you dirty. But I am a taken woman now.
We've done this so many years. So grateful for all your support.
We have been 2 Nosy Meerkats
And we'll see you
around.
around.
We'll see you around.